These are guitar straps. I know what you're thinking. Are you gonna really make an entire video about guitar straps? Well, the answer is yes. Let me explain. In last week's video that I'll link right up here, we talked about the Cruz Falsum, an amazing instrument, but it has a body shape that's very reminiscent of like a Les Paul Jr. or just like a Les Paul single cut guitar in general. And I've been struggling with those kinds of instruments for a while, not because of the way they play, the way they sound, but just truthfully because of their body shape. For a long time, before I recently dove back into like the LP style single cut guitars, I was playing a Telecaster, and the Telecaster is kind of boxy, as I realized, and even the Stratocaster kind of is more familiar of that boxiness where I can rest my arm on there and feel pretty comfortable. But with the LP style guitars, I find myself kind of having shoulder pain because I'm looking to sort of rest my arm on the body that doesn't exist. It has that contour, that cutaway that essentially eliminates my ability to rest on the guitar. I know, a bad habit, but still, it's what I look for. So in making that video, having some shoulder pain afterwards, which has nothing to do with the guitar, by the way, purely my laziness to want to lean on the guitar a certain kind of way, I realized something. I heavily depend on a good guitar strap, and it should be on every one of my guitars, even if I'm just sitting here in the studio. And so today I want to talk about these straps and kind of go over my thought process a little bit. Almost every guitarist can attest to this, whether you got this one for free or you actually went to a store and bought it on your own. We've all purchased the very affordable, found in every guitar store you could think of, kind of guitar strap. It's like this weird material that is very thin, and to be quite honest with you, kind of hurts when it digs into your neck, at least for me. Back in the day when I used to play my hard rock music, I heavily moved around a lot, and the guitar strap would just fiercely dig into my neck right here, and I'd have all of these like scratches, and it wasn't cool. Now, though this strap definitely has its cons in terms of just sort of how cheaply it's made, how uncomfortable it is for me personally, one of the things I did love about it was how easy it was to adjust it. I mean, all you have to do is just softly grab this portion of the strap and adjust it to your liking. The downfall of it adjusting that easy, however, is that over time, the strap would loosen and it would sort of start to do this all on its own. And inevitably, it would start to become uncomfortable to play the guitar before I would realize that, oh, the guitar strap loosened, which was frustrating to say the least. That's when I discovered this one right here. I've had this exact guitar strap, I've said this before in other videos, I've had this exact one for over 20 years now. This is from a company called Comfort Strap, and they invented this one. It's got an extreme amount of padding. It also has this like elastic part over the padding to give it some flexibility. It's also easily adjustable as well, as it has the same kind of mechanism as the other one, but it's just a little bit sturdier. Maybe it's the material that they use. This one's more of a book bag style strap. This strap did the job for a very long time, but just like the other one, there was a little bit of a con. And for me, it was kind of a big con actually, because over time, but a very long time I might add, but over time, this portion of the guitar strap, which actually sits in the guitar, became very, very frail. If you look very closely, these holes became very, very massive and loose, and it just became easier and easier for the guitar strap to slip off of the guitar itself. And if I didn't have a good hold on it, the guitar would inevitably fall. Like I said, it's a great strap, and it took over 20 years for this to happen, but it still happened, and it wasn't dependable, and I needed to find something that could maybe combine both the ease of use but also the comfort that this one gave me. Enter in the ESO strap, now known as the Black Rapid strap. This is by far my favorite strap. I've had this one for some years now, and it combines the comfort of the Comfort strap, but then it has something that's just totally different, and that is the contour. It has this sort of like patented contour on it that allows the strap to perfectly sit on your shoulder. It doesn't dig into your neck, and it doesn't move. Not to mention this portion of the strap, like I just mentioned how on the comfort strap that went on me. This has been a long time now and it's super sturdy. It was almost too tough. It took a while for me to first initially get this thing onto the guitar, to the point where I was worried that it was gonna pull the strap button right off of the guitar because it was so sturdy. Also, the adjustable part of the guitar strap, as you can see, it's extremely sturdy and does not easily move, but it's kind of a con because it's just too difficult to adjust. I do love this strap, but a lot of its pros eventually started becoming cons for me, and not so much to the point where I want to get rid of this strap, but enough to where I wanted to find out if there was a strap that was out there that could possibly solve my problems. This is the perfect opportunity to talk about today's sponsor. This video is sponsored by LEKATO. They sent me over this guitar strap to check out, and I was extremely hesitant to make this video because, to be honest with you, how do you dedicate a video on a guitar strap? But funny enough, I've been going on this guitar strap journey recently, and it just happened that they reached out to me and asked if I'd be willing to review this, and I said, well, funny enough, yes. And as you can see, the strap is actually kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie to you. It almost combines the best part of every guitar strap that I just showed you. It has this extremely sturdy leather, just like on the ESO, where I can tell it's gonna even be difficult for me to get this onto a guitar at first. It's gonna take some time for it to loosen up over time. Then if you move on up, it has the padding much like the comfort strap, but it also seems to look a little bit nicer, which I really appreciate because aesthetically the comfort strap isn't probably the prettiest, but it gets the job done. Whereas with the LEKATO strap, they definitely took into consideration the appearance. Then much like the first strap, it has the ease of use. So now I can easily adjust this thing on the fly. It takes a little bit more force, which shows me that this may just be the combination of all of my favorite guitar straps. Not to mention that the logo on the guitar strap itself actually holds your favorite picks. What I also loved about this was just the extra little touches that they sent over. They sent over some washers, which have become very popular to use in your guitar. And it's not just one pair either. It's actually 2 sets with multiple picks for you to try out as well. So I like that they thought outside of the box like that and automatically included the accessories that we would need or that a lot of us end up using anyway. Now, of course, this seems to be an extremely nice guitar strap, but are there any cons? The only thing that scares me is this end of the guitar strap right here. Though it does seem extremely nice and functional right now, obviously over time, I'm worried that it will become much like my other guitar strap, which it would just loosen all on its own over time. And it also is plastic there. It's probably the cheapest part of the entire strap. Everything else really does seem to be super high quality, and it just sort of sucks that they cheaped out on that portion, which to me is one of the most important parts of the guitar strap. But that's where you sort of have to be willing to give and take a little bit. Obviously, you can find the first guitar strap that I showed you, very inexpensive. Most of us can afford it. Now, when we start moving up, for example, that comfort strap, that price tag starts to jump up quite a bit. Once you get to the ESO, or now known as Black Rapid, they're about $80 brand new. So that strap is gonna cost you quite a bit of money. Whereas the LEKATO guitar strap, as is right now, is gonna cost you under $30. It's originally listed at $29.99 and it's on sale currently right now for $21.99. I wanna thank LEKATO for technically sponsoring this video and sending this guitar strap over. It definitely has my approval, and I'm sure it will meet a lot of your needs as well. I'll put a link to this guitar strap in the description box below. Be sure to leave me a comment. Let me know your thoughts on guitar straps in general, and specifically about the LEKATO and what you think of it. While you're down there, please do all of the things that help this channel grow. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification icon so you get an alert every single time I upload a video. I don't know if you noticed, but under my video now, YouTube has added the thanks feature where you can actually donate to the channel if you choose to do so. That's always greatly appreciated. Thank you so much again for watching, and until next week.